Happy Monday. Welcome back to another vlog. It's not even 9 a.m. and this Monday is already Monday. Like, this is probably the scariest Monday I've had in a long time because this morning I was just messing around and playing with some settings in my camera and I hit this button. I had no idea what it meant. Don't do that. Do not do that. I was just like moving a little too fast and it said format, and I guess I clicked OK and it completely erased everything on my memory card. Keep in mind that memory card had 128 gigabytes on it. So you can just imagine the amount of content that was on that memory card. And I'm like, oh my God. So this morning I was like Googling a bunch of like recovery services and I found one, but I was a little sketched out about it because I was reading about it online, and some people are saying that it worked for them. Some people are saying that it didn't. Some people are saying it was a scam. So I was like, I don't want to risk spending a bunch of money only for it to be a scam. So I'm going to try to go somewhere today, like a data recovery place, and give them my SD card in hopes that they can recover all of my content because, oh my God, I'm like, that was a vlog that I was going to edit for this week to go live. And then also I had a weekend vlog on there. Like, I had a whole week in my life and a weekend vlog. So I'm a little stressed out for sure. And last week, you guys want to know what happened? My camera lens broke. So we're just kind of going through the ringer right now, but hopefully it's all up from here because I don't know how it could get worse. Actually, I'm not even gonna put that out there. But yeah, like, I thought it was terrible when I broke my camera lens, and then it got worse this morning when I lost all the footage. And of course it was like the one memory card that I stuck in my camera that I've been like using all the time. It wasn't one of the ones that like has old footage on it. So I'm like, I just need to learn to slow down and not ever do that again. Not ever click the button that says format, because okay, when you see the word format, like, I don't think erase everything. If it says erase all content and settings, absolutely, I will never in a million years hit that button. But format, like, I had no idea what that meant. So anyways, we're gonna have a productive Monday today, getting shit done, getting in a good mood, because that was not a hot start to the morning. I'm gonna finish up my coffee and then get a leg day workout in this morning. My dad comes to town tomorrow. So just kind of like getting all of my ducks in a row before I have him in town for the week. This is your reminder to hydrate yourself and fuel your body, especially after a good solid workout. But before I get to whipping up breakfast, I'm gonna take my daily supplements. This is your reminder to take your supplements every single day, whether you take a women's multivitamin, something for your gut health. My biggest priorities are gut health, longevity, and cellular energy, and also a women's multivitamin. So I just have a tribiotic, which is a pre, pro, and postbiotic, my women's multi, and then a supplement for cellular energy and longevity, which this is actually a wellness topic that I've gotten so interested with because it's something that I never even thought about before until just a few months ago. This is the Fatty 15 C15 fatty acid supplement. So this is very similar to omega-3s that you find in fish oil pills. If you remember in like middle school or high school, you probably took those fish oil gummies. At least I know I did, and they tasted terrible. But this actually has 3 times more of the benefits, and I can clearly see the differences, and so important to care for your cellular health because as we age, so do our cells. And I've listened to so many different podcasts and read countless articles online about how this really just improves your overall health and well-being. And it's crazy, I kid you not, when I first started taking this, literally after just 2 weeks, I noticed such big improvements, and immediately I wanted to put everyone on. I'm like, the world needs to know about this supplement, but I really wanted to give my body time to get used to it and really adjust. So a little over 5 weeks later, here we are, and I can still say all of that stands true. And now I truly don't know what I would do without this. So I'll leave a link down below for you guys to check it out if it's something that you're interested in. I also do have a code for you guys. They were kind enough to give me 10% off to share with you, so you can use the code Lauren at checkout, and that will get you 10% off your first month of a subscription. So give it a shot, 1 to 2 months, however long, and I can guarantee you it'll be a new incorporation into your routine because this is amazing and I really love it. I've been sitting down getting some editing done for a little bit, and not gonna lie, I am feeling quite overwhelmed. Like, I was trying to stay as composed as possible for a while, and then just thinking about it, like starting off my week, but completely erasing my memory card was just like the worst way to start off a Monday. Like, I'm so mad at myself. Like, that one silly mistake cost me a lot of money, but I'm crossing my fingers that the place that I drop it off at today will be able to recover my files, and I'll be able to get all of like the raw photos and footage back. And I think they'll be able to do it within the week, which would be so incredibly ideal. But I'm gonna drop that off a little bit later before I run some errands. But I'm just gonna wrap up doing some editing. I have a YouTube or a TikTok and then an Instagram reel to edit and also do the voiceover for. So I just finished like writing the script and everything for that. And I need to send that over for approval. But this day is like flying on by. It's already at 12:45. So I definitely need to wrap that up because I do have quite a bit of errands that I want to run. I like made a list on my phone of things that I want to get done before my dad comes to town tomorrow. So that's how we're going to spend our Monday, is just getting shit done. And it's like the stuff that I've been putting off that I haven't been wanting to do. But I'm going to record a voiceover right now. I have 2 voiceovers to record for TikTok and an Instagram for a brand deal. So I just finished writing the scripts for those. And now I'm going to get to doing the voiceover, which hopefully shouldn't take me too long. And then we'll go take care of my errands. Brush, that makes it so easy to... The game plan for my errands, I want to give myself just an hour to knock out all of the errands, which honestly shouldn't take me too long unless I get a little trapped at the mall, but we'll see. I need to go to Goodwill first, drop off all of my clothing donations, then the post office, UPS store, Amazon return at Whole Foods. I need to like chat this out while I'm vlogging so I don't miss anything. I also wrote them down. Yeah, Amazon return, and then I'll end off at the mall, which that could be a sticky situation. That could take me a little bit longer than originally planned, but I'm like, hey, if I have a little extra time, I'll browse around the mall, but I'm like, we need to stick to the original plan today and not deviate from it too much because I got shit to do. I have one more too. Every time without fail, when I go into Whole Foods to do an Amazon return, I always end up browsing around and grabbing a couple of groceries. I didn't really grab too many things. I just grabbed Sweet Loren's cookies because A, they were on sale, and B, they're just always stocked up in my freezer. They're my favorite sweet treat of all time. So I just got some of those, and then Olipop was 2 for $4. And I freaking love Olipop. The crisp apple and the peaches and cream flavor are 2 of my favorites. So couldn't resist, but I'm gonna have my Olipop right now and then wrap up the last bit of my errands. But I do have to post something that needs to go live literally within the next hour. So I'm just gonna sit in my car right now and get that live because I am stressing a little bit. So I don't think I'll get home in time to do it. So I'm just gonna like get it finished up right now. I'm back at my computer. I'm gonna finish up the last bit of work for the day. Honestly, my Mondays are typically quite boring like this. Like, I just work, get things done that have been on my to-do list, and make myself feel like set up for the week ahead. So I'm gonna wrap up some editing. I was also taking care of a few things while I was out and about that I could do from my phone, which was nice. But I had a few emails come in that I also need to respond to and take care of a few things for those. But I am feeling a little bit better now that I was able to get like those little errands out of the way. But yeah, we're gonna finish this up, then take Frankie on a walk. I also remembered I wanted to give Frankie a bath tonight. Oh my god, this got so backlit. I'm gonna give him a bath tonight because he needs it. He needs a good scrub-a-dub-dub. Are you ready for a walk tonight? Are you so excited? You guys have no idea how happy I feel to be sitting in bed right now. I'm like, finally, I can go to sleep and put this day behind me because I was just high stress all day today. So I am feeling a lot better though now. It was just nice to take like the night to decompress and truly have a much needed self-care night. I like put my phone away for a little bit, unplugged, took Frankie for a good walk, and gave him a bath also, which definitely took a bit because I always have to blow dry him, which is hilarious. But yeah, I gave him a bath and then I showered, did a face mask, my skincare, and just truly started to decompress from the day. And now here we are. I'm drinking my tea. I'm gonna read for a little bit. I'm reading The Love Them Theory by Mel Robbins. This book is so darn good, you guys. Like, you need to read it if you haven't read it already, or if you haven't listened to her podcast. Definitely would recommend checking her out. I got this actually on Amazon, so I can definitely link it for you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna read for a little bit and then head to bed. I do have a Pilates class tomorrow at 8 a.m. and then a meeting at 10, and then my dad lands at 11:30 to noon. So we'll have ourselves a productive morning until my dad gets into town. But I'm really looking forward to him being here because it'll be like a good rest and just like relaxing type of week, kind of just like unplugging a little bit and just generally being with my dad and like relaxing, because I feel like I have been go for the last couple weeks of my life. And honestly, thinking about the unfortunate sequence of events that have happened with my camera, I was trying to think of the silver lining of this all while I was at my walk tonight, and I'm like, you know what? It's probably just God telling me to just really slow down and just like take 10 steps back, because I've been moving at the speed of light recently and really just putting forth so much effort and energy that it is taken away from like my daily routine, just like being present within my daily life sometimes. And that can definitely be quite challenging and cause me to feel burnt out. I don't feel burnt out at all right now, but I think if I kept up the pace that I've been doing, it would get to that point, and I do not want to reach that. So as shitty as all this has been, and like my silly little mistakes have cost me not only so much time, but also a lot of money. It's like irritating, and I get it, but I was thinking about it. It's like, it's replaceable. No one is sick, nothing is wrong, no one is hurting. It's just silly little mistakes that can be fixed and will be fixed. I just need to learn to slow down and like truly take some steps back sometimes. So that's what I gathered from all of that. As much of it a bummer that it is, it's like, okay, now I know. I'm just gonna like be more and extra cautious while I'm setting up my camera, or while I'm like filming, like after I film vlogs, to just like instantly import them in my computer rather than letting all of the footage or all of the photos like sit on my SD card. So it's like, it's a learning lesson, you know? Life throws shitty things at you sometimes, but there's more than likely always some sort of lesson that you can gather. Like, previous me would have crashed out over this like maybe a year or 2 years ago. So honestly, I'm just proud of myself because it shows a lot of emotional maturity for me, and that I'm not crying over this because I didn't even shed a tear. Typically, I would cry over this and I'd be like, oh my god, like, duh, and think all these worst case scenarios and like, oh my god, it's so much money to replace, I just lost so much time and whatever. It's okay, I can redo it. Or best case scenario, like I think right now and within the last few months, I've really focused on thinking like best case scenario and thinking like the positive what ifs, and that's how you best manifest things into your life, and also that's the best energy to carry with you. So I do think nowadays when things go wrong, I'm like, okay, well, I can order a new lens, or okay, well, I can find somebody that can help me recover the footage, and if they can't, they can't, but let's think best case scenario, they can. And I can still make the videos and still edit them and share them and have those memories and stuff. So just, you never know unless you try. You never know unless you ask. So that's like something that I keep reminding myself and telling myself, because I could just completely kibosh it and be like, well, whatever. But it's like, I might as well try. I might as well see if it can be fixed, if the photos and videos can be recovered. And yeah, this might sound like silly to some, but at the end of the day, like, this is my job. And, you know, filming an entire week in my life and filming an entire weekend vlog, like, that's 2 whole videos. That's a lot of freaking content. And also, it was just like such a good week. And I knew it was gonna be a good vlog. And like, while I was filming it, it just felt so me and I loved it. So that's why I'm like extra bummed about this, because I loved it, you know? But I shouldn't have to like justify why I'm pissed off for losing everything on an SD card. Like, that's valid. So no need for me to justify that. But anyways, I'm going to finish up my tea and read and call it a night, because I am getting quite tired. But yeah, I freaking love this book, you guys. Also, this has probably helped me, honestly, even though it has nothing to do with inanimate objects, but the let them theory just like makes you really not give a fuck in like the best way possible. Honestly, I feel like within the last few months, my mindset has just changed like for the better in so many different ways. And not only in like my social life and how I create connections and, you know, relationships with people, but also with how I handle, what's the word, like, handle, not problems, but like inconveniences, like how I handle those in my day-to-day life, whether it's something super big or something super small. Handling those small inconveniences really shows you so much about yourself. And I've learned that I'm a lot more patient with myself than I give myself effort for. I just got back from Pilates this morning. I'm gonna make myself some scrambled eggs for breakfast. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs, add a little bit of egg whites, and then also I have some cottage cheese. We're gonna do a little cottage cheese bowl, because I always love a little sweetness with my breakfast. So I like to add frozen berries and then some granola on top. The apartment's looking all clean and beautiful, ready for my dad. I'm so excited. He's never seen it, so I'm like, I gotta give him a good first impression of the place. And I also just did a super quick tidy of my room because I had like a bunch of clean clothes I needed to put away. But we're gonna go head on out and pick him on up.